Integration considerations. Again, easy to integrate into existing assemblies where a pin or bolt already exists. Oftentimes, it's going to be designed around the existing bolt or pin diameter and dimension. So again, real-time monitoring for both safety and performance. Again, lifting requirements oftentimes very safety critical, so that monitoring is essential. We'll touch a little bit more on this later, but rigid support structure is required to minimize bending forces imparted on the pin. Just as with any load cell type of an application, ideally the deflection would be occurring in the sensing element of the pin itself, with minimal deflection occurring elsewhere in the loading structure or the load string. And again, cable exit can be optimized for specific installation or space requirements. As mentioned, if you knock the cable off the end of the pin, if it's a non-connectorized version of a pin, it can be an issue. So emphasis really needs to be placed on protection of the cabling system in the initial design. And we need to have them fixed both axial and radially to ensure accurate and repeatable results. As mentioned, it is critical that the applied force is aligned with the indicated measurement axis. We'll touch a little more specifically on that later on in this presentation in terms of potential errors due to misalignment. And again, standard pins designed for force measurement in one direction only. Here we have a pretty standard load pin configuration where we have a radial cable exit, a standard keeper plate, and you'll see that we have two reaction surfaces and the we call that the clevis and that tongue loading assembly where the load would be applied. Pretty standard configuration there. And then there off to the right there, you can see that's an image of our wireless broadcast modules, which would typically be installed in the head of the pin. Another very common application method that's proven popular over the last several years has been some of our load shackles. These utilize an existing Crosby style, potentially certified shackle in a number of different configurations, a bow or a D-type or any of those lifting type shackles that include certification with the load pin that's integrated into it. A couple advantages here. It offers a certified shackle solution with a sensing element, and the pin is already designed around those shackle dimensions, so there's no need for customization to fit. These are also available and recommended to be used with a centralizing bobbin if you're using like a wire rope or a rope application where there could be some potential for misalignment. Again, you want to have that structure completely supported. As you might imagine, that wire rope is going to be smaller diameter than that center of the pin. That bobbin helps spread the load across the entire surface of the pin, which is recommended for best results. And then, of course, high quality shackles are crucial, and we would provide these with proof load certification.